In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the top 10 print-on-demand sites you should be using in 2021. And these aren't just for 2021. Moving forward past that, you can most likely keep using all of these sites as well. If you're ready for this video, please drop a like, as that would be very much appreciated. And with that said, let's jump straight into this. Hi guys, my name is Phil and welcome to the Money Game YouTube channel. For anyone that's new around here, I make print-on-demand content to both motivate and to give you guys tips and tricks on how you can improve your print-on-demand shops. Now, if this is the first time that you are coming across my channel and you don't already know, down in the description, I have a free print-on-demand starter guide that will help you get your first few sales online, that features a lot of the information that I used to get my first few sales. However, if you're someone that's looking to turn this into more of a full-time thing, I also have a paid step-by-step guide that's linked down below, so check that out if that's something that you're looking to go into. As for this video, like I said, I'm going to be taking you through what I personally think are my top 10 print-on-demand sites you guys should be using. Some of the ones that are in this list, you won't even expect them. I've not done them in any particular order. A lot of these are easy to use. Some of these are not as easy to use. And as we get through the video, I'll show you in a very, very easy way to understand which ones are the easier ones to use, which ones are the harder ones to use, and how you should go about it. Now, that said, jumping straight into this, top of the list, first one here is Redbubble, for obvious reasons. If you don't watch this channel, I mean, I cover a lot about Redbubble and I've helped a lot of people get sales through Redbubble through these videos. Redbubble is probably one of the easiest sites to use. Going through some of the benefits of Redbubble now, if you go on the search bar on Redbubble, if you type a letter, so you can go from A to Z, you will be presented with 3 trending keywords. Once again, like I said, it's from A to Z, so you can literally go through any letter and you will find this. And why that is important is because it allows you to see what is trending through the site. The number one problem people have with Redbubble is that they can't get sales, mainly because they start making designs that they like, and usually people think what they like other people will like, but for the most part that's not the case. So if you're someone who's starting out or someone who's been on Redbubble for a while and you have a lot of designs and you're not getting sales, what you want to do is look at trends through Redbubble. And if you can actually work through trends, you get traction on your shop. Once your shop has traction, you can then sell whatever you want moving forward. This is very powerful, mainly because once you get those initial sales, Redbubble will see you as a reputable seller. It'll be a lot easier for yourself to continue to get sales. Now, before I jump onto the next one, I just want to say when it comes to Redbubble, they have a lot of different products. I think it's over 90 products they currently have, and just from what you can see here on the clothing section, it ranges from dresses, hoodies, leggings, skirts, socks, t-shirt, tank tops. They've got stickers, a variation of stickers. They've got masks, once again a variation of masks, phone cases, wall art, so you have posters there, you have tapestries, different kind of framed prints. We've got home living products, and that could go from pillows, you know, clocks, aprons, kids clothing, accessories, stationaries. And then when it comes to things like gift, it's some of the products that I've already gone through, but they list it under things like for friends, him, her, teens, them, on a budget, so that sort of thing. But Redbubble have a variation of products that you can actually sell. So let's say you use the search bar feature to find something that's trending, obviously making sure that there's no trademark on it. And a bonus tip, guys, in regards of Redbubble, if you're looking to get more sales, look for products that not a lot of people put designs on, and you pretty much give yourself less competition, increasing your chances to get more sales. Now, moving on, I'm going to talk a little bit about Merch by Amazon, which is also in the top 10. Now, I've come on to Merch Informer, which shows us the information that comes from Merch by Amazon t-shirts pretty much. And as you can see, some of the designs here aren't the hardest the designs to make. For example, Eat, Sleep, Bowl, Repeat. This is a design that can easily be made scalable, and you can put different sports, different activities there to create obviously a scalable version of this design. A lot of these designs, as you can see, are very plain-ish. They're not the most complicated of designs, but from what you can see here, these are designs that have been performing, let's say for example today, and obviously Merch Informer shows that kind of information. Now, if you was to work with Merch by Amazon, the one thing you need to bear in mind is that you need to firstly get accepted into the Merch by Amazon program before you can actually start listing things. That's the difference between sites like Redbubble. Redbubble, anyone can create an account, get on, start uploading designs, making sales. Both Merch by Amazon, you have to make sure that you're accepted into a program, which is a bit of a downside, but once you're in there, Amazon is the biggest online marketplace. So if you have that amount of people willing to buy things that are trending or whatever designs you're looking to make, let's say that's evergreen designs, you have a higher chance of making more money in comparison to sites like Redbubble. But once again, it does have its challenges. It's not as easy, and sites like Merch Informer allow you to see what's trending, what you can try and make designs on. Or if you don't want to use things like Merch Informer, you can also just, let's say, go through some of the information shown by Redbubble and make designs off that and then put them onto Merch by Amazon. Personally, I think Merch by Amazon is a really fun site to use. It can be a bit stressful at first when you're trying to get out of tier 10, which is the lowest ranked tier, and that is how you progress. The more sales you have, the higher you go up in the tiers, and moving forward, it allows you to upload more t-shirt designs and more product designs onto Amazon. They don't have as many products as Redbubble, but obviously the audience is bigger there. Next up, we have Amazon KDP. Now, I've jumped on Amazon and I've pretty much searched for paperback books. Now, when you work with Amazon KDP and you're focusing mainly on low content books, they'll mostly be paperback books that you do actually post out onto the Amazon market. And found you guys a quick example just to show you obviously what it could potentially look like and how simple it could potentially be. This is a book cover that someone made for the yearly journal. So as you can see, 365 to represent the amount of days in a year. Simple plain background. I've got a front page that says "This belongs to," which is easy to make, and then after that is 365 blank pages. Now you can actually do stuff like this yourself easily through sites like BookBolt. If you're interested in checking out BookBolt, there'll be a link in the description, and I've also made a video showing you guys how you can actually create this for yourself. If you want to check that out as well, I'll have that link down below. But the great thing about Amazon KDP is the fact that you don't have to be, overly creative if you just want to start at first. If you already have designs that you uploaded, let's say to Redbubble or Merch by Amazon or wherever, you can actually convert those designs into Amazon KDP book cover designs fairly easily. And obviously once you do that, you can start posting designs that were used elsewhere onto KDP as well. It's definitely in the top 10 because it has a lot of potential. And if you're someone who likes books, you have a set niche that you're into, you could potentially make yourself a lot of money. And with Amazon KDP, you don't have to just focus on journals. There's different types of low content books that you can make. And guys, if you guys want me to make a breakdown video on any of the print on demand sites or methods I'll be talking about in this video, let me know down in the comment section, and I'll be going through the ones that are most liked and then turning them into future videos for you guys. Moving on from Amazon now, we have a site that's different. It's different in its own way, but it's probably one of the most powerful print on demand sites in my opinion, and that is Etsy. For those who haven't used Etsy, Etsy is a site that allows you to pretty much sell, I would say, close to anything. It's mainly for people that are creating their own products. So this could be someone who has, for example, a t-shirt machine who wants to print their own t-shirts and then sell them for a cheap price on Etsy. But Etsy also worked as a print on demand site if you're using fulfillment companies like Printful to sell through them. For those who don't know what Printful is a platform that pretty much allows you to put designs on different products. As you can see here, these are just some of the products that you can put designs on. So they have t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, and there's a variation of different things, the leggings that you can actually put designs on. And once you put your designs onto these Printful products, you can then integrate and link your Printful account to your Etsy account and then actually sell through Etsy using print on demand the same way you would do on Redbubble. Now, there's a few steps to this, so it won't be as easy as it would be if you was uploading designs onto either Redbubble or Merch by Amazon, but Etsy has a large audience of people and it's still currently on the come up. It's not the biggest online marketplace, but I'm pretty sure it's in the top 10. I think it's currently sitting at number 5, but to be safe, I'll just say it's in the top 10 because I know it is for sure. And obviously with Etsy, you can sell print on demand products, or if you have your own unique products that you're creating, you can sell them through their marketplace as well. And guys, here we've got TeePublic. TeePublic, in my opinion, is a great print on demand site to use because one, it's easy to use. The uploading process is very easy to use and it's easy to get found, mainly because they do a lot of sales. They're usually pushed onto the first page for the most part, especially if you're in a small niche, and they also add a sale to anything that's newly been posted. So let's say you jump into a niche that's been there for a while and your designs are the only new designs in that niche, they will actually have a sale on them unless there's a site-wide sale going on. And this actually increases your chances of getting sales faster if you're a new seller. You can actually get ideas for what you want to put on TeePublic from sites like Redbubble. What I've done in the past, I've put all my designs that are on Redbubble on TeePublic, and sometimes you'll even be surprised that you see that things that don't sell on Redbubble sell on TeePublic. The only downside is that you need to put 25 plus designs before your designs start to show on the market, but it's not guaranteed. You just need to hope that once you've gone past that 25 design barrier, that TeePublic actually allows your designs to appear on the market. That's the only tricky part, but besides that, it's a great site to use. Next, we have Zazzle. Now, not a lot of people actually use Zazzle, but Zazzle is fairly similar to Redbubble in regards of, you know, how it works when it comes to uploading designs and the amount of products you have. And one thing I also want to mention, when it comes to sites like this, the products that are shown on the main page, so the front page, are products that sell through the site. So when it comes to Zazzle, you want to be focusing mainly on things like mugs, as you can see there, greetings cards, they do very well on Zazzle, and then things like wall art as well. It's another site to use if you've never obviously tried print on demand before, and it's another site to add to your print on demand sites that you do use, mainly because it does have a little bit of traffic that's organic that will help you to get sales fairly easily, especially coming up to holidays, you know, things like Mother's Days, Father's Days, even if you're just looking to make, you know, birthday card designs. And one thing you need to bear in mind as well, in regards of all these print on demand sites I'm talking about, some of these will work better for different people. So someone might be really good with Redbubble, someone else might be really good with Etsy, and then you could have someone who just happens to just kill it on Zazzle. So all of these sites that I'm talking about are sites that you need to trial and error if you haven't tried them yourself, and you could end up surprising yourself seeing that there's one site that makes you a lot of money, an amount you probably didn't expect to make online. Moving us on, we have Spreadsheet. Now, Spreadsheet is one of those underrated print on demand sites in my opinion, and it's one of those sites I would say that, you know, I usually just take my other designs and I just put them onto there just to make sure that I'm putting my designs in as many different platforms, many different sites as I can. I do get sales through Spreadsheet every now and again. It's not as consistent as some of the other print on demand sites, but once again, like I said, you might try Spreadsheet and perform a lot better than I do with Spreadsheet, which is why I'm mentioning it. And it's a site for me that I've seen that does do well and that's easy to work with in regards of things like uploading your designs and also having your designs on a lot of products. Like I said previously, the things that are shown on the main page are the things that usually sell the most. So here you're seeing obviously stickers. So stickers do well through Spreadsheet, and then when it comes to here, it's showing you kind of the niches that perform best. So you have winter, funny, Mother's Day, which is coming, and then lockdown. The fact that they have lockdown here blows my mind, because personally I've had a lot of success in the lockdown niche on my various stores, and it's something you guys should be obviously trying to jump into if you have any niches that you can link with this. Nevertheless, Spreadsheet is a very good site to use, and once again, they offer a lot of options in regards of products. And if you haven't yet tried it, guys, I don't know what's stopping you. Next up, we have eBay, guys. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking, wait, what are you talking about? How can eBay be a print-on-demand site? But don't worry, guys. I'll explain. Now, when it comes to eBay, they also, like Etsy, allow you to have integration with sites like Printful. And like I showed you before, Printful offers a variation of products. So let's say if you were someone who's mainly looking to focus on selling shirts on eBay, you can actually design your shirts, upload them onto Printful, and then through Printful create listings that then go on eBay with whatever pricing you want or whatever descriptions you want. And then initially you're then print on demand selling onto eBay. I know a lot of you guys probably know of what eBay is. eBay is not quite as big as Amazon, but it's definitely up there. Next up, we have Society6. Now, Society6 is, I would say, similar to Redbubble, but based more towards artsy feeling things, usually aimed at women. When you go on Society6, once again, they will show you the kind of things that sell well on their site. So here we can see masks. Here we can see pillows. Now, pillows is not a product that most people would expect to really sell through print on demand, but you know, sites like Redbubble has it, sites like Spreadsheet have them, and obviously you've got them here on Society6. And it seems that home decor essentials are things that usually perform well with this site. Now, for people that are really artsy, that like to be creative, that like to take pictures, I would usually recommend for you guys to mainly try build your Society6 pages up, mainly because if you can get sales here, you might then be able to implement the other print on demand sites that I've spoke about, or even onto using the next method that I'm going to be talking about. But before I move on to that, I just want to say Society6 does allow you a large range of products as well. So if you're looking to try it out, just know that you can put your designs on a lot of different things, increasing your chances of actually getting sales, which if you're someone who's new to the platform, it's always something good to know. And then to finish it off, we have Shopify. Now, you guys are probably thinking, Shopify, like, what do you mean? Like, Shopify is not print on demand. This is what people use for drop shipping. But hold up, before you start jumping to conclusions, hear me out for a second. Now, when it comes to Shopify, you can actually sell on here through print on demand, the same way that you can for Etsy, the same way that you can for eBay is the same way that you can for Shopify. Now, you can actually integrate your Printful account with Shopify, so you're creating t-shirts or whatever products you want to choose through Printful to sell through your own site. There's some downsides to this which I will go into, but before we do that, I just want to show you a quick example of what your shop could look like if obviously you're running your own Shopify store to print on demand onto and sell t-shirts. Now, this is an example shop that I found that I feel might be selling shirts through print on demand, and the only reason I obviously know that they've created this site through Shopify is because when you scroll down to the bottom, it shows you that it's powered by Shopify. From my time using Shopify and creating Shopify stores, I learned that that section is a section that you need to kind of clear off. There's ways of doing this. Once again, if you guys want a tutorial on anything that I'm talking about or any of the print on demand methods I've spoke about in this video, let me know down in the comment section. And just here you can see it's got a section that has birthday gift ideas and it's got different ages. Now, one thing I like about this is the fact that it's creating scalable designs through just covering a number of ages. So you could potentially have the same design, but it just have a different age to obviously cover a different birthday for either males or females, which is good to see. And all these little extra features you can see, like discount prices, reviews, and you know, pictures at the bottom. These are things that you can actually create through Shopify and the apps. When I was learning Shopify, this is something I would say probably took me a week to fully understand. So if you really want to get into Shopify, if you give yourself a good week, you can be fairly knowledgeable in it. In a day, 2 days, if you really want to, you can create a shop fairly quick. But yes, Shopify is another way you guys can actually do print on demand. Right guys, before we finish the video, I just thought I'll put a nice little list together just to explain to you guys which print on demand sites out of the ones that I've mentioned in this top 10 are at which kind of entry level. And by entry level, I mean how hard it is to use. So if it's on low entry level, that means it's easy to use. If it's on high entry level, it means it's a little bit harder to actually start off with as a beginner. Now, as you can see there, on low entry level, we have sites like Redbubble, TeePublic, and Spreadsheet. Personally, from my own experiences, they have been the easiest to start up on and to upload my designs on and to pretty much get going straight away. It could be different for other people, but from what I have experienced, this is what I have seen. And if you want to try out some print on demand sites right now and you are new to print on demand, definitely create accounts on those three. Medium with Merch by Amazon, Zazzle, Society6, and KDP. Now, Merch by Amazon is mainly because firstly, you need to get accepted onto the Merch by Amazon program. Once you get accepted, you need to get out of tier 10. So you need to actually get a few sales before you can get ranked up and actually have more design slots to put more designs onto your shops to get more sales moving forward. Now, the main reason I have Zazzle there is mainly because once you create a Zazzle account, you need to get your head around how to pretty much form your shop and get your shop the way it should be. At first, it's tricky to kind of understand it, but once you have an understanding of how Zazzle works, you can get working on it fairly easily. You can get uploading designs fairly easily. Just the initial start is not as easy as Redbubble, TeePublic, and Spreadsheet. And then with Society6, it's the same thing. It's not initially easy to jump onto. You need to get your head around a few things. And then with Amazon KDP, the main reason I've got it on Medium is because at the start, this is something I put off mainly because I thought it was going to be difficult. When I started, there was a few things I needed to learn in regards of how to put things on book covers, how to get, the information that goes in the books, whether that's bank pages, line pages. So there was a bit of a learning curve that I had to go around. It wasn't the hardest of learning curves, but it wasn't as easy as the first three. And then finally, on the high category, we have Etsy, eBay, and Shopify. They are mainly there because you need to use another site to pretty much allow you to integrate your designs and products from Printful onto these three, and that's the main reason I have them there. And as you can understand, if you're someone who's new to print on demand, this will be something that almost seems like rocket science, but it is doable and there is steps that you can take to learn how to do this fairly easily. Now, quickly moving on to the marketing side of things, this is the little list that I put together for you guys in regards of organic reach. As you can see, we have bad, average, and good. Bad is a site that pretty much gives you no organic reach. You need to do your own marketing to be able to get sales. And good, obviously, you don't really have to do any sort of marketing and you still be able to get sales. Now, on the bad side of things, we have Shopify. Now, if you want organic reach with Shopify, I mean, you're pretty much selling yourself dreams. Shopify, if you create a shop through Shopify, you need to first integrate it. Once it's integrated, you need to now either pay for Google ads to allow your shop to be promoted or promote it through Facebook marketing, and use various ways of actually promoting your shops. Now, it's doable if you're someone who's in a certain niche and you have a following on social media, whether that's Instagram, whether you're doing well on Pinterest, you could probably still pull off sales on Shopify, but you need to bring in your own marketing. Now, on the average side of things, we have Etsy, Zazzle, Society6, and Spreadsheet. Now, for Etsy, I mean, the marketing is there, but if you're not paying, it's not as good as it can be. Zazzle, in terms of marketing, they do market your products for you. It just doesn't appear as high as some of the other sites we have here. Same with Society6 and same with eBay. eBay is very similar to Etsy in terms of the fact that if you're paying for advertising, your product will get pushed up. If you're not and you're in a niche that's fairly competitive, it might be quite hard for people to find what you're selling. And Spreadsheet is very similar to Zazzle and Society6. Now, on good, we have Amazon KDP, Merch by Amazon, Redbubble, and TeePublic. Now, what I've noticed when I search for things through Google searches, if I'm looking for a journal, KDP, or not KDP, but Amazon journals will pop up quite high. So if you happen to be a niche with low competition, you will probably pop up on the Google search and people find you fairly easily. And that also goes for Merch by Amazon, Redbubble, and TeePublic. All these sites must pay a lot of money when it comes to marketing and advertising, mainly because I always see products from these sites just showing up on Google. And when I say showing up on Google, if I'm looking for something and I, type it into the search bar, for example, funny t-shirt on Google, the shirts that will pop up will most likely be either from Redbubble, TeePublic, or even Amazon. Sometimes Society6 and Zazzle do pop up, but it's not as often as the things that I've put into this pile. And hopefully that gives you guys a better understanding of what my top 10 print-on-demand sites are, especially going into 2021, and how you can use them, which ones are better, which ones are not as good. I hope you can take this information, implement it into your own print-on-demand business. If you've made it to this part of the video, down in the comment section, let me know which of your favorite print-on-demand sites you like using off the top 10. I'm expecting to see a lot of Redbubble, as obviously I cover a lot of Redbubble content, but it'll be good to go through your comments to see what you guys are saying anyways. Always remember that everything is rigged in your favor, and manifest success.